All right, what's up, heroes? Let's get started into this today. So we're just gonna get right into the workouts, and we're gonna let the story go to the side. So today is gonna be day one of the campaign one fitness program. You can see we're gonna start off with air. We're gonna do the same format pretty much each time, but we're gonna switch up how we do those moves, how we do those, and the intensity, as well as lots of different things. So each workout is gonna start off with a 5-minute armor up. That's our warm-up. Then we're going to go into our dex check. After we do our dex check, that's going to help us to move better, increase our balance, our stability, our coordination. Then we're going to move into our strength check. That strength check, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on either basically getting you stronger, improving your joints, making those, and as well as your bones, and getting you more kind of abilities to do things. But of course, we're going to be lifting weight. We're going to be using your body weight, and we'll go there. Finally, we finish off with our this is still confusing. There we go. We finish off with our con check. This is going to be our conditioning. We're going to be doing kind of like cardio and stuff. And you see, I'm going to do this in a tiny little space, so you don't need a lot of room. But you could totally do this either outside, going for a walk/run, or on any piece of cardio equipment. It's going to be about using the intervals, and I'll explain that out when we get there. So, what do you need for today to get started? I'm going to be showing two different difficulty levels. I call them adventure, which is like sort of standing but supported. So if you're going to be playing there, if standing and balance is kind of a tricky thing, make sure you have something nice and stable that you can use for balance support. You're also going to want either a pair of dumbbells or some kind of resistance band. So I'll use that one for my rows, which we'll get to in the strength check. But you want to make sure that's attached to something stable and secure. I think that's it. Let's jump into today's adventure. All right, so first thing I want you to do is take big inhales and long exhales. Find yourself a nice bent knee. We're going to start off with just getting ourselves a little bit centered, and we get the music going for us. So big inhales through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Again, if you want to place your hand in your, it's often called your lower dantian. It's like kind of a power center. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Roll your shoulders. Let's get into this armor up. Remember, you always have this here if you need some support for balance. So let's start off with low. We're going to go into a lunge position. So first, find a calf stretch. I've talked about this before. I'll talk about it to the day I die. What you're going to do is you're going to take your pelvis, put your hands on your hips. You're going to tuck your pelvis, really trying to tuck underneath, like tuck your tail. Should fire up your core and your glutes and feel that stretch more in your hip flexor or your quad and not in your low back. From there, you're going to lean forward. Maybe place your hand on your leg, maybe on a stable structure. You're going to now stick your butt out and then extend the leg, getting that hamstring stretch. I'm going to break things down a little bit more. Come on up, tuck on today since it's day one. And we'll start to learn how to rock and roll through this. One more time, come on up and fold and stretch. So today, go ahead and switch legs. Today's quest is focused on called muscular endurance, or just if you want to think endurance overall. And lean forward, stick that butt out. So we're going to be doing stuff a little bit slower pace, a little bit lower intensity, but for longer times. In today's, for our dex check, we're working on balance. Our strength check, we are working on our super slow strength. Go ahead, come on up. We're going to go into lateral squats. Just look for a stretch on those inner thighs. And super slow strength is about really taxing the muscles, but in this slow fashion so that you can really build up the muscles, but also reduce the chance of injury. Go ahead, again, think about sticking that butt back, finding that inner thigh stretch. And then lastly, in our con check, we're going to be focusing on endurance. It's going to be longer distance, longer time. Good. Now we're going to do, I call them step overs, but it's about just pulling your knee up, kind of in and out, and you want to feel this deep in your hip. Good. Oh, I forgot forgot my little screen overlay. Inhales and exhales. And now come up here. Go in the opposite direction. Good. So 3, 2, 1. Nice. Let's get into the upper body. So I'm going to inhale, open wide. Exhale, tuck and around. Really think about your spine here. Is it arching and then rounding? Good. One more time. Inhale, open up. Exhale and round. Good. Little side body stretch. Feet go nice and wide. I'm going to reach and then reach. One more like that. If this feels good and you have no problems with your shoulders, you're going to reach overhead and get a little bit deeper in the side body. Oh. Good. Now we'll go into twisties. So it's almost like you're swimming, but I want you to try to keep your hips in place. So I'm not doing a big turn with the legs. It's just in the upper body. And then next, think about like you're throwing something like a ball or a dagger, and use that elbow to come big and around. 3, 2, 1. Good. Going from the stretching part to the warming up part. High knee march. Again, maybe you have some balance. Maybe you keep it nice and low. And go to straight leg kicks. Maybe low, maybe high. 3, 2, 1. High knee jog. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Good. Butt kickers. So let's go butt kicker march. This warm up is designed to take you through almost every kind of way we move or firing every kind of body part. Skateboarders. So what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself bouncing on one foot, and maybe you're going to hold on to something as you try to kick your butt kind of hard. So it's like you're on a skateboard. The more you do it, the more you'll be able to work the balance. Switch legs if you didn't. And good. Now butt kicker, jog it up. Keep those knees below you. Either fast march or jog it for 3, 2, 1. Good. From here, we're going side to side. So first, just a simple, nice side step. To me, warming up is about checking in with the body. That's why I call it armoring up. It's like you're putting on the armor, you're checking it, you're saying, okay, do I got a ding here? Do I feel tight here? 2, 1. Little balance check. So either support or not. Wave. And if this is easy, you could also do taps. But if this is easy, you're going to go big power. And switch. So again, I'm going to work that balance a little bit, side to side. Then I'm going to work it so I got my ankles getting really strong. And then I'll get to my hips. 3, 2, 1. Good. Upper body fast check now. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Step over. Gotta get that side body fast. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we go to that upper body. If you have a tiny light weight you want got nearby, feel free to grab it. Otherwise, you're just going to go with body weight. We're going to do a little bit of a sword thrust. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to like baseball bat. And remember, we're just swinging to about right into this front knee. Not big over here. Just 2 more. Switch sides. Good. Last one's a slashes. So we're going to go from low diagonal, up high, and then back down. And this is all about that hip. So I blast that hip into it, pull that back hip back down. From the side, I'm going to do 3 kind of fast. So other direction. So again, low, I get into a squat. I blast that hip into it. I slash up, and then I pull my butt down as I slash down. Hips, power, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hope you're pumping, breathing a little bit. That armor up is also designed, you might think about it, just like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. There you go. Our little design. We stretched, then we got a little bit more dynamic, and then we finished off hard and fast. So we're getting our body really warmed up in this build-up routine. Let's get into our dex check. We're going to start off with 1 foot balances. Then we're going to do what I call duck unders as we build up to being able to come down to the ground and pop up. And then lastly, we're going to work on bear crawl. So the idea is like almost in the story mode, we'll do like you're balancing through, sneaking. You got to like dive and get down and then crawl away. But we got a few weeks to build up to that. So let's get started. For adventure mode, you're going to be using a raised surface for those duck crawl, or those bear crawls, duck crawls, as well as support for that 1 foot balance. Heroics, you're going to be going full bore. I'll show both. Let's get into it. Alright, 1 foot balance, maybe find your support. We're going to do what I call compass points. So 1 rep is forward, back, out, behind. That's 1 rep. We're going to do 3 of those. 1, out, behind. And notice that I am not rushing through this. The whole point is to tax and challenge the ankle and the calf and leg muscles. Good. Switch sides. From this front, maybe I'm holding on. I'm going to go forward, back, out, behind. So you really want to spend the time to build up that muscle's ability to do this for longer periods, not just quick and fast. Last one. Good. Now into the duck unders. Today we're doing stationary duck unders. So we're going to put our feet nice and wide. I want you to imagine like you're ducking under something and coming around it. If you want to stay low, or stay high, I should say, make it smaller and look at the horizon, that's going to make it easier. Of course, you can always hold on to something, but ultimately we're going to be shooting for being able to look down and up, down and up. We got 1 more like this. Good. Good. Now into the bear crawl. If you're going to do an raised service, you want to make sure you're in like a bit of a tuck on the balls of your feet if you can. If that doesn't feel okay on your ankles or thing, feel free to put the ankles down. You're going to work your way eventually to being able to do it from the floor, and we're just going to hold this. Inhales, exhales. Make sure that your knees are under your hips. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. Good. If it's not hard, what you can do is start to squeeze. So on your next inhale, exhale, either way, wherever you are at, exhale, squeeze your hands towards each other. Good. Inhale, exhale, pull your feet to your hands, hands to your feet. Notice how I'm not moving, I'm just trying to like crush the ground and relax. Now do both. Inhales, exhale, squeeze to the center and pull. Good, relax. Round 1 down, 2 more to go. Alright, 1 foot balance. Ready? For this check, we are going straight into it. Again, with this endurance, we are not taking our time. Out to the side, behind. And notice that my leg is fairly straight, but there is a small bend in it. But the standing leg, that is. That is to allow for movement and the dance. If I become rigid and super hyperextended, then I can't dance with it. Switch sides. Forward. Back. Out. Behind. Forward. Back. Out. Behind. Good. I think that was 3. We'll call that 3. Duck unders, nice and wide. 1. This is to get your hips a little bit more mobile, a little bit of strength in the legs, but also challenging our eyesight. We've got 2 more. Good. As we look down, look up, look down, look up. Bear crawl position. All right, holding this. If your wrists start to bother you, you can switch to either fist, holding on to weight handles, or go up higher. So there's a little less pressure on it. Do that squeeze in, relax. One more time, squeeze together, and good. If you get shakies when I tell you to squeeze stuff, that's a good sign. One more round. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Switch sides. Reach. 2. Out. Behind. Forward. Back. Out. Behind. You can see I've started to make it bigger just to kind of show you what you can do. Here I got one more. Let's do one more. And good. Into those duck unders. 1. 1 for 2 more each way. 2, 3, and 3. Good. Let's do bear crawl. Last one of this section, last one of our dex check-in. Go ahead and find that position. Whether we are up high, down low, wherever you are, you're going to start to squeeze. So again, hands to hand, feet to feet. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Relax. And the inhale, exhale, squeeze. Hands to feet, feet to hands. Ooh, that's hard. And relax. And last one, squeeze everything. 3, 2, 1. Good. Dex check complete. Big inhales, long exhales. Let's get into this. Yes, ask about it. Someone just commented about, somewhere around here, just commented about this program. I do Q&As in the recovery sections between days. So feel free to hop in that, or I don't know if on Twitch you can send a message, but because I'm new to Twitch again, but you can drop in comments here, and yeah, during our recovery sections I'll do Q&As. Let's get into our strength check. So today's super slow strength. What that's going to look like is our reps. We're going to build up to like 5 seconds in, 3 second hold, 5 seconds out. Today we're going to do 6 reps of that. Then we're going to bust out 6 regular reps. The idea is, again, we're going to tax the muscles, but do it so we can focus on form and build up our joint strength. And then we're just going to rock it out for some extra muscle gain. We're going to start off with deadlift because that's the hardest move. Then we're going to go into rows, pulling. Then we're going to go into squats and then push-ups. We're going to have this kind of format. To me, there are 4 foundational moves. These 4 moves, everything is built off this. Lunges, curls, pull-ups, all those things are built off these 4 moves. So this is where we start to build up your especially shoulders and hips so they can do these more advanced moves that we'll work to. But enough talking, let's get to it. You are going to need that weight. Well, let's start off with the deadlift. We're going to work just form on this first couple with body weight. So adventurers, I recommend starting here. You're going to place your hands here. You're going to slowly stick your butt back, keeping a small bend in those knees, nice flat back. And then you're going to stand up. So we're going to do that one. Next, you're going to do what I call karate arms. You're going to squeeze your armpits. You're going to stick your butt back, and then you're going to stand on up. Last of these practice rounds, I'm going to place my hands along my legs. I'm going to slide them down, keeping that armpit tuck, and then coming on up. Any of these 4 moves, if you want to see me break it down, go to my YouTube. I have like videos where I just break down the form of each of these, like 5 minutes, so it's really detailed. For now, we're going to go hop into it. I'm going to play on heroic. I'll do 2 reps, which is body weight. So here we go. 5 seconds. Ready? Down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right into it. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. 2, 3, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. By rep 4 or 5, you should be feeling it. So if you need more weight, grab it. Ready. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Back flat. Make sure those armpits are squeezed. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get, we got 2 more. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Hold, hold. Squeeze those armpits. Make sure you're not rounding your back. Squeeze them up and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6 regular. Should feel this in your legs, your butt, not your back. If you're feeling it in your back, go less weight. Watch that form trick. We'll call it 2 more. 3, 2, 1. I lost count. Let's go for it. All right, deadlift. Now we're going to go into push-ups. I'll do my first couple on the adventure, raise level, and then we're going to go down. I'm going to, just for time's sake, if you want to check out the forums, pause the video, hop over to my YouTube, check that. Otherwise, let's go push-ups. Tuck that pelvis, core on, shoulders down. Ready, let's get 3 regular. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's go super slow. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 1 more on this, and then I'll go to the ground. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You should be shaking now. Find those shakies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Hold, hold, hold. And then push. Push. 3, 4, 5, 6 regular. Go. Good. Oh wait, I think that was only 5. 6. Whoops. All right. Push-ups down. We're going into squats. Adventure mode. Maybe you have something to hold on to. And again, think about hips back and down. So let's go 3 practice. 1. Remember, hips go back and down. I'm looking down. I'm holding on to something. Or I'm going freestyle. If you're going free weight, you're going to reach your arms forward like you're reaching for something and then standing up. There's regular. So we'll do 3 body weight. And then I'll grab some weights for heroics. Ready. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more body weight, and then I'm going to grab weight. You're going to go whatever difficulty level is good for you. Hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last slow. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Remember, you should be feeling those little shakies right now. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Wrap it out. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Squats, I switch between going wide with my weights in, narrow with them out. That's personal preference. I'll talk more about that in the form. Good. We're finished up with rows. I'm going to do the first 3 with a band, so you can see that, and then I'll hop to the weights. For those of you who got dumbbells, you're going to be in a lunge position, and you're going to be pulling those weights to either hips or belly button. And you're going to think, both versions, you're going to think as you pull, you want to be able to pull like palms go from facing in to facing forward. Gives you a little more bicep. Let's do this. Bands first. So, real form, you want to make sure this is something that's not going to pull over. I don't have something that's not going to pull over, so I'm going to put my foot against it. Ready, and 3 regular reps go. 1, 2, 3. Good, warmed up. Now let's go super slow. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you have that pelvic tuck. Your core is engaged. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do one more with the bands, and then I'm going to weights. You're going to do whatever you want. 3, 4, 5. Hold, shoulders down and back. Don't let them round forward. Stay tall. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Last 3 and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing lunge, switch legs like that. There you go. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rock it out. 6. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 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 One more. Exhale. Good. All right. I didn't write it in there. I forgot to. So we're going to do core because we do got time. So we're going to get that core. We're going to do our iso core, level 1 core movements. So you're going to need a surface that you can push down on and pull up on. That can be a wall. It's a little hard for the push down, more easier for the pull up. If you're trying to flip the wall, and then a good countertop or even a sturdy desk, well, a chair that's not going to flip like that would be good. But let's go. We're doing 3 5-second holds. Today we'll do 3-second holds. We're level 1 clamp. Ready? Inhale, tuck pelvis, hands on bar or whatever. Inhale, relax. Exhale, turn the volume up. Slowly push down to get your core to fire and slowly back off. Exhale, push. Inhale, relax. Exhale, push. Inhale, relax. Good. Now we're going to go flip. Each week we're going to increase, or not each week we're going to make this a little harder. Ready? Hands on the bottom. I want you to stand tall, like you're trying to flip this, but don't do it like this. Do it like this. Use your back. Lift, stand tall, and relax. Lift, stand tall, and relax. One more time. Exhale, and relax. Again, if you're not feeling it, check out my videos on YouTube. I break down, you should be feeling this. And so oftentimes these isometric moves are they're just different and new, so people all the time, they don't feel it right away, but you want to be able to, it's like you're trying to push something up the wall, or that core should be firing up, whole body should be firing up. And that may take a little bit of time, so don't worry if you don't feel it, but know that you will feel it. Let's do sideways. So, I'm going to spin this a little bit. I'm going to use this pillar in my kids' toy land. So I'm going to use a pillar for this side one, You can use a wall or something you can grab on. Inhale, like you're pushing a car up a hill, back leg, shoulder, and back off. Keep the shoulder down as I lean in and I apply pressure with my leg. My core has to fire up. My shoulder has to stay stable. Back off. One more time. Exhale. Good. Now I want to pull on to something. If you don't have anything to pull on, that's all right. Just, I'm going to come up with a new option if you got nothing to pull on, but you want something to pull on. Ready? Exhale, pull, and relax. Exhale, pull, and relax. If you don't got anything, just jog in place. Good. Relax. Or redo the pushes. That's what you should do. I'm going to switch sides. One leg back, one leg on. I'm going to drive with my front, or my back leg, through my shoulder, and relax. Exhale, press, core, shoulder, relax. Push, shoulder down, feel it from the armpit, and relax. Now, especially on these pulls, I'm going to leg closest, kick, and I'm going to try to feel it in my core here. I don't want to do this, I want to do this. Relax. Exhale, core is hard, shoulder, armpit, relax. One more time, pull, kick, pull, pull, and relax. Now we're going to do twisting. So, again, you can be using a bar that's like more horizontal, doesn't need to be vertical at all. Pop, pop. You just want something you can hold on to and kind of push against. Oh, kitchen sink's also a good option. Kitchen sink's actually a very good option. Just don't break it. But anyways, left leg forward, right hand on. As we twist, we are going to push and relax. As I push, my back leg kicks into the ground, my core tucks and fires, my shoulder stays down, I relax. One more time, exhale. Good. Switching to pulls. Now I'm going to do the opposite. Front leg is going to kick, armpit is going to drive, pull down, shoulder is going to stay down, relax, and pull. I'm going to feel my core twist because I'm trying to, don't do this, pop. But I'm going to hold on, relax. Last one. Exhale, pull, and switch. Good. Pushing first, exhale, push, back, butt, core, shoulder. Good, relax. Again, back leg, core, shoulder down. One more time. Exhale, push. Good. Switching to pulls. I just moved my hand. Now I'm going to kick with my front leg, pull with my core and my armpit, relax. Notice that I'm not totally twisting. I'm in place. I'm just applying pressure. Wow, I'm talking a lot. One more time. And relax. So much information. You got to settle down, Clint. Just simplify it. Make it simple. People don't want to have a lecture. They want to work out. They don't want you to hurt yourself. That's what it is. All right. Strength check done. Let's get into our con check. Oh my goodness, I'm on time. All right, so we are going to do 2 minutes on 30 cruise rush today. We're just playing with cruise and rush. So for me, cardio, I have 3 intensities, and it's largely on how heavy you're breathing. So cruise is something that you can do for a long period of time, and you can, while you're doing it, have a conversation. What I'll often do with clients is I will ask them random questions like, what'd you do for the weekend? What's something, if I know there's a show they like, I'll ask them about it. Tell me about the last episode, because I want to make sure that you can work, but you can talk and breathe easily. Cruise is something you can cruise. Just pulling up my timer. Rush is going to be something a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit harder. You can still talk, but you are breathing heavy. So, it may be that you can talk, but it's in phrases because you're breathing. Max out, we're not going to get to today, but max out is like our top end. And when I cue it for people, I always say, have fun. You want to go as fast as you want to go. So you should be to the point where you can't talk. You're only breathing hard, but not to the point where you're going to hurt yourself. All right. I didn't even say that in the beginning, but my number one rule is you never feel pain. Soreness, yes. Challenge, maybe, but never pain. No burning, no pinching, no tingling, no tearing. All that stuff is signs that you're hurting yourself. I don't want you to hurt yourself because I want you to be able to come back tomorrow. Soapbox off. Let's get into this con check. 15 seconds, we're going to start with cruise. I'm going to just be jogging in place and then using some foot drills to get a little coordination in. We'll do more of this in 2 days. But I want you to find a nice, good, even pace. Let's go. 2 minutes on the clock. So that could be marching. Maybe we'll even start there for a little bit. Again, this is a longer one, so it's a little bit easier if you're on cardio equipment. But even if you're not, if you're rocking the carpeted whatever floor like me, this is great. And notice that I am doing the arms. It looks like it's ridiculous, but it's important because 1, it's improving your coordination. 2, it's getting your arms involved. Oh, I didn't even say the fun part. So we're going to start off in travel, and then we're going to alternate with combat. Duh, I should talk about that. So travel is our cardio, and go ahead. Now we're just going to step, touch, just to change it up for your body. But our combat, that's something that I love. It's fun. And it's not necessarily like self-defense or techniques you would use in like armored combat, but it is stuff that's going to work muscles that could be beneficial. I have helped a couple people who do armored combat, like full suit and swords and stuff. And so some of these techniques are taken from their techniques and used to improve them muscularly. We got 30 seconds, so let's just go into like maybe a jog or a march again. Coming back to what we're doing right now. So in about 27 seconds, we are going to kick it up to that rush pace. So I'm going to just jog a little bit harder for that 30 seconds for this first one. So I'm gonna use speed as my make it harder. 10 seconds. And then I'll go back to talking about combat, because we're about to get into flow combat afterwards. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Pick up the pace. So if you haven't picked out your weapon, I should have a video about that. But it's basically, if you got some light weights, grab those. Today I'm going to be doing light dumbbells as if they're almost like short swords. And we're going to go into flow combat. Again, find that work. 10 seconds, keep it up. You're either going to go right back into cardio, the cruise cardio, or like me, you're going to grab your weapons. Now. So, small light dumbbells. What does light mean? It means you're going to start doing this motion as if you're like almost kind of doing slashes. Something that you can do big movements with. You want to be able to do like, I guess they would call it shoulder raises, or reach up. That's a lightweight to me. But again, what's light for you may not be light for someone else. So flow is, you want to focus on, here, let's make it a little more simple. So it's like double slash, double slash. We're going just like that super slow strength, slow and controlled. You've still got another minute and 15 to be holding weights. And you'd be surprised at how just holding weight and moving with it can kind of get taxing. I started off with 5 pounds. Right now these are 10s. But sometimes I'll usually play with my 25. And over the course of time, on those recovery days, the days in between the workouts, we will be doing some what I call weapons checks. And I'll sort of showcase all different kinds of weapons. So if you're looking for something different, you want to use a sword, you want to use Olympic rings or bands, I'll show you how to do that. So right now, I hope you're just following along as I just do weird movement, but that's kind of the idea of flow, is to like challenge your body to do these more range movements. Increasing your range of motion, but also again, your ability. And as over time, you'll see we're going to go through this one more time, both travel and combat. I'm going to kind of go for funsies. I'm going to go big, but you can keep it nice and small. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heavy is going to be a little more traditional strength stuff. So think in, out, in, out. It's kind of linear. If you want to think like, if you are imagining that these are like swords and daggers, you can think like, but I think it's going to be steady and strong, not power. We'll get to that on Wednesday, or in 2 days. 3, 2, 1, good. Back to travel. 2-minute cruise. So we're doing 2 rounds of this little 5-minute section. 5-minute section. I'll get the coordination down by the end of the campaign. But I'm drifting because I don't know. It's all, reverse, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Let's do that. Let's go side to side. Little something different. Bam. I think another thing about fitness is people take it too serious. Like, yes, we're in good form. Yes, we don't want to get hurt. But it doesn't need to be work. It could have an element of play. So one of my goals whenever I'm either with a client or teaching a class is to make people laugh, at least one. So I will be a dork, and that's just who it is. Come on. All right, we've done a minute, so now let's go forward, back, forward, back. If your legs are starting to hurt, this is getting too much for your knees or something, you're either going to sit or stand, and I want you to think like you're running with your arms. And I think people, when I first show this, they're like, but really, this is working your core, your arms, and your cardio. We'll often use shadow boxing for our kind of some of our like combat stuff, and I'm gonna probably show that on a couple days, or show you body weight. But you want to be able to rock and roll. We've got 20 more seconds, and then we're going to go to rush. So I'm going to stick with the upper body just to show you what it looks like. But again, you could either start running harder for those 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to crank it up. Notice that I'm not necessarily making speed, but I'm making a bigger, stronger motion. And I can even just focus on my breathing of making it in, out. 10 seconds, work it. Oh, I said no work, let's play. Play it. 3, 2, 1. Grab those weapons, grab those weights. I'm going to stick with these 10s so I can show you how we can be nice and small, or we can be big. The big thing is, 1, don't throw your weight around the room, but have fun with it. Explore. You can be really listening to your body. You can work on shifting your weight. If you've done any like sword training, you can be practicing your sword training. But the whole point is for you to have fun. Later on, we add story to it. I'll be saying stuff like, all right, a goblin attacks you, smack him down. All right, another one attacks you, dodge the feet. Now we're attack. We'll get to that. For now, this is almost like a tutorial campaign. I want you to learn the fitness, so that way when I start talking about trolls throwing stuff at you and dragons flying overhead, you're like, I know what to do. Oh, big motion. Let's all do this together if you can. Inhale up, exhale together. Maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe all the way up. Then hit your ceiling. And down. All the way up. And down. I've said this before, but flow should feel like you're either fighting in slow motion, or you're like casting magic. The Neo. CHAR. If you've ever done Tai Chi, it should maybe feel like Tai Chi is going on, but you just got some weights in your hands. 20 more seconds, flow. Don't fall. That's one of my other rules. Don't fall, don't die. 10 seconds, and then we're going to go to rock it out. Finish off with 30 seconds of heavy combat. 2, 1, go. Think curl, punch, back, down. Curl, punch, back, down. curl either forward. If you're doing forward, go palms up. Punch. For the last 15 seconds, you're going to stay forward, or you're going to curl, punch it up. Attack the goblins on the roof. Maybe you got giant spiders or something. I don't know. Just rock it up for 5, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right. Con check done. Quest almost done. We're on armor down. All right. So roll those shoulders. Set your weights down. Set your weapons down. As you kind of catch your breath, we'll start adding stuff like training weapons. If you haven't seen my other videos where I bust out my homemade sword bell, so this is a weighted weapon. This is really good for flow. I have way too small a ceiling to do that move. But stuff for down the road. Let's armor down. So today we're going to do a little bit of yoga, which will be tomorrow's recovery. We'll do a longer sequence tomorrow on top of the weapons check and travel check. So you get a little mini workout and a longer recovery. But today we're just going to do a little bit of yoga. If you're an adventurer, you're going to grab your top to bring the ground to you. I'll do one kind of flow with it, adventure mode. Heroics, when I come to like downward dog, this is my ground, so you're just going to come to the ground. But I'm going to do the first round up here, and then I'll do probably one more down low. So if your shoulders are good, you're going to inhale, reach up as high as feels good. Exhale, bend those knees, send those hips back, forward fold, either holding or all the way down. Oh, that feels so good. Inhale, come up halfway. Maybe you put your hands on your shins. Maybe you're holding on. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands back to center. Again, inhale, arms come up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale and fold. Again, I could be holding on to here. Inhale, come up. You're going to go to top of a plank. Make sure you're not arching your back because that's going to be bad. You want to lengthen that low back. Now bend those knees. Send those hips back into downward dog. This is a standing downward dog. Now, if this is too much on the shoulders, you're going to stay up higher, so the shoulders are going to go high, or you're going to find a lower, like a chair or something. So the angle on my arm and shoulder is less, but my legs are still getting a good big bend. Or a hinge, I should say hinge. Now you can see that my back is a little bit arched right now. That's because I'm sticking my butt out to make my hamstrings get more of a stretch. But even up here. And now shift your hips side to side. Good. You can step your right leg forward into a lunge position. If you feel like you're going to fall, you can narrow or widen your feet so you have a wider base. Find a calf stretch. Tuck that pelvis. Find that hip stretch. You're either going to be here for a second, or the same hand of the leg that's back is going to reach either just up a little bit or even maybe all the way up. You've gone too far if you start to arch into this. Tuck. Keep that stretch right here, not your back. Inhale here. Exhale, hand down. Step back, downward dog. Oh, go ahead and step that right leg back. We're going to do one more. So in this position, now I'm going to lean forward, do that butt stick out, and then straighten that front leg to get that stretch. Good. Bend that front knee. Come back up. Now step back. Downward dog. We're going to do a little roll. So you're going to come up to plank, bend the knee, send the butt back, and there. This time, step that left leg forward. Same thing. Tuck that pelvis. Keep the knee above the foot. It shouldn't be over it. It should be above the ankle or the midfoot. Pelvic tuck. Maybe I reach just a little bit. Maybe I reach all the way up. And good. Hands come down. Step. Oh, I almost did it again. Lean forward, stick that butt out, straight that front leg. Good. And bend that knee, come on up, and step back, downward dog. Good. From here, I'm going to just come on up and center, and I got time. We're going to do one more flow. You're either going to repeat that or I'm going to do it on the ground, and we're just going to flow through it. So, ready. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Nice whistle. Walk it out to a top of the push-up plank, or bring your hands to the thingy. Bend those knees, send those hips back, downward dog. Either step forward or lift that right leg for a little balance. Bring it in forward for that lunge. From here, rise on up if you're down low, or stay there. Tuck that pelvis. Maybe you need to bend the knee a little bit. Make sure that you can actually get that tuck. And then either small or raise overhead. Breathe here and come forward. Either find your support or stick that butt out and straighten that leg. Another thing for people, if this is too low, bring something to bring the ground up to you, so that way you can really straighten that, or come close to straightening that leg. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, step it back, downward dog. Either step that left leg forward or raise it up for a 1 foot balance. Step it forward. Find your lunge. Again, maybe you bend that knee a little bit. Maybe be sure to tuck that pelvis. Think about lifting that heart. Maybe you're right here. Maybe you raise up a little bit. Maybe you go big. But remember, bigger is relevant. It's a spectrum. It is whatever is big for you. It is. I don't care if your arm is up here, if your back hurts. And fold. What's the point if you're just hurting yourself? Or another way to think about it is like, it's like, okay, maybe you get gains today, but then you're injured and you can't do anything for months. Good. Fold and kick. And step back, downward dog. Do one of those waves. So come forward to the top of push-up. Bend those knees, send those hips back. Downward dog. Walk your feet forward or let go of your countertop. Fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale up all the way. And bam. Quest complete. Alright. I got a little sweaty. Felt the muscles working. Hope you did too. So there's our first quest or workout. No, first workout. I put it as objective of the quest. Each quest is basically your week. You're going to have 3 workouts, 3 recoveries. On my off day, I'll be on here doing sort of game dev / Q&As, but I'll also be answering questions during the recovery stuff. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, heroes, have a wonderful day, and I will catch you tomorrow's adventure.